The question I hear most about Korean natural farming is, what's the best book on Korean natural farming, KNF? I've read Master Cho's work. He's a developer of the system. I've studied under him. I've followed the research. I've seen recent developments in the field, and I have a very specific answer. Stay tuned to the end and I'll let you know exactly what the best Korean natural farming book looks like and how you can get your hands on it. Korean natural farming is a natural farming method that mimics nature. Master Cho developed Korean natural farming by first learning from masters in Japan. He took his system back to his home country, South Korea, where he developed it. He took it into more than 30 countries, and he developed his system over a period of 50 years. So a lot of this information is in Korean and Japanese. Very little is in the English language. Now, there is materials out there, but it's difficult to access, difficult to understand. There's some books being put out by people who don't really understand what Korean natural farming is. They've hybridized it with other systems. I even saw one book that listed Master Cho's daughter as the creator of the system, not Master Cho himself, so not very well researched, I'm sorry to say. There's some teachers that are putting out books with little understanding, or they're confused about what his system is. And a lot of it isn't really KNF. I recently saw a channel that says they're teaching KNF. He had a book. But the episode I watched, he was saying how he would do the misting 2 or 3 times a week. So what's wrong with that? Well, if you're using KNF, we don't fertilize directly. We build the soil so that the plants can take care of their own nutrition. And because the inputs are used for their hormones and enzymes, there's biofeedback loops. So if you give too much of a hormone, it's going to have a feedback loop to shut that system off. So if you give it too much, you may actually be turning down the type of growth you're trying to encourage. Now, if you're using it not in the sense of KNF and you're actually using this as a fertilizer, that's also a problem, because we know the easiest way to get pests in your garden is to over-fertilize. And he has a book on KNF. Let's start by looking at the books that I refer to. This is my main go-to. This is the notes I took for my advanced training. I did a nice table of contents, and I took copious notes. It fills up this whole book. That's a week worth of notes. This is what he said directly that I was able to ask questions about, that everyone in the group was able to ask questions about. So this is my best form of information about the system developed by Master Cho. When he brought his system to Hawaii, he made these books available through his organization, KNF, Cho Global Natural Farming. And this one, Natural Farming, when was it published? 2010, and that's the year that I met Master Cho. And I got this through KNF Hawaii. The KNF Hawaii organization is directly linked to the Cho Global organization, and it came with a companion manual, Natural Farming Agricultural Materials. So this goes through the inputs. This has the whys, the philosophy, why things are the way they are, and this is just kind of concentrated on the inputs. So these are my manuals written by Master Cho. His daughter is credited with the materials book. It's verbatim the same. So I think that's where the guy who said his daughter was the founder, he must have just had access to this book and wrote a riff on it. I think you can still get these through the Hawaii organization, CGNF Hawaii. My understanding is they can still get this book, these 2 books. I do have other materials that I use all the time, but they're generally not available. What credible resources are available to you? I believe the 2 manuals by Master Cho are still available through CGNF Hawaii. There's a short book you can find online by Sarah, a group that learned from Master Cho in India, so it's in English. It was created for farmers in India. It's short and mostly correct. The University of Hawaii's College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources, CTAHR, has free publications. I co-wrote a series of them on Korean natural farming. There's a few more, all under the direction of Master Cho. Go to the CTAHR publication page, use the QR code or the link below, and search for Korean natural farming, and find a list of publications available for free download. By the way, they have many great publications on many agricultural subjects, both for the home gardener and commercial producer, and not all of them are on tropical crops. You may want to look around. So, which one do I think is best? I don't think the best one's been written yet. But here's what's happening. You take all this information, you stack it together, and you give it to a beginner, and they're confused. There's bad information, and there's hybridization of KNF with other systems, which is a shame because KNF has the power to save the world one garden at a time. I truly believe this. I was blown away when I met Master Cho and learned his secrets. Master Cho figured out what was missing that I was looking for all those years. I've been trained as a scientist. I've worked as a scientist, as a principal investigator. I understand the science behind the methods. I've grown food all my life. I've been a commercial farmer. I know the physical and financial restraints of growing food commercially. The KNF system addresses those concerns as well. Yet as quickly as I found this amazing system, I see that it's being altered, watered down, and commercialized. I want to save it for the world. I want you to understand what it really is at its core and how to get the full benefits. Let's be completely honest for a second. I get why this is happening. People are reading translated, poorly understood materials. Master Cho is difficult to understand, and not just because of the translation issues. Teachers are hybridizing because they don't understand the power of Master Cho's system. I understand the desire to adapt and improve. KNF was actually built to be adapted and approved, but it's being adapted and approved without the foundation. My goal with my books, articles, and videos is to present KNF as a system in a way that's easy to understand. I want the principles to be understood so the adaptations and improvements can be made so people can grow the best food possible in the highest amounts with as little money and labor as possible, all while improving life on Earth for all its inhabitants. But you can't adapt a system that you don't fully understand yet. And the actual best book to start KNF, the one that gives you the unbroken foundation, doesn't exist on the shelf right now. I'm writing it. In a minute, I'll tell you how to get it. I've written a book called Natural Abundance. It's basically everything in the KNF system. As I got through with the beta readers and the feedback, what I was hearing was that what people really need is how to start KNF. So I stopped editing that book and I started rewriting everything from the point of view of how do you start Korean natural farming. Besides the Natural Abundant book that'll be coming out later and the How to Start KNF book, which is almost ready to go to print, I've written several guides. I have a series written on IMO. I've got some of that published now on my website, fermentedfarm.com. The rest of that will be coming out soon. I've got a series on OHN, the Oriental Herbal Nutrient the tonic that's used. I've written a whole series on fermented plant juices, how to choose the correct one, how to use them properly. The How to Start Korean Natural Farming book is in its final stages, and I want to bring you along for the launch. I'm putting together an early review team. If you want a first look PDF copy of the book before it hits major shelves, I want to hear from you. First, leave a comment below and tell me what's the biggest hurdle you've come across in starting KNF. If you're brand new, tell me what you think will be the biggest hurdle. Second, head over to my website, fermentedfarm.com, and sign up for the newsletter so that I can send you the details on how to join the review team as soon as it's available. Thank you for supporting this channel, and let's save this system for the world together. I'll see you in the comments. Peace and aloha.